Myself, Sridhar KN, Assistant Professor of Physics, Government First Aid College, Kolar. Now let us define simple harmonic motion. A particle moving along a straight line is said to exhibit simple harmonic motion if its acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement from the mean position and is always directed towards the mean position. A particle moving along a straight line is said to execute simple harmonic motion if its acceleration is directly proportional to displacement from the mean position and is always directed towards the mean position. Don't confuse this A with the amplitude, and this A is the acceleration, right? Now, in order to derive the equation of SHM, we consider a particle of mass m executing to and fro motion, which is referred as simple harmonic. If a particle is executing to and fro motion about its mean position, it is said to be a simple harmonic motion. And let Mn is along a straight line Mn about the mean position O. And here we have the figure. Mn is the straight line. Mn is the straight line. O is the mean position about which the particle is oscillating or vibrating or moving to and fro about O. Let P be the position of the particle at any instant of time. At a given instant of time, let P is the position. Let P is the point where the particle is at a given instant of time t. If F is the force acting on the particle and Y is its displacement, then by definition, F is the force acting on the particle and Y is since the motion is along Y axis in vertical direction, therefore I take small y as the displacement. Therefore F is directly proportional to Y. Or in other words, F is equal to some constant into Y, that is minus K into Y. Where K is called force constant, and negative sign indicates that force and displacement are oppositely directed. If the particle is moving in this direction, then the force will be acting in the opposite direction. It always tries to bring the body or the particle back to the mean position. And from Newton's second law of motion, we also have F is equal to ma. So equating these two, one is F is equal to minus ky and the other is F is equal to ma. Equating these two, we get minus ky is equal to me. Minus ky equals me. Or A equals minus k by m into y. Or A plus k by m into y equals 0. Or A is nothing but d square y by dt square, which is the acceleration, plus k by m into y equals 0. This is the expression for simple harmonic motion. This is the expression for the acceleration, right? Now, this is the differential equation of motion of a particle performing simple harmonic motion, where A is nothing but equal to minus d square y by dt square, which is the acceleration of the particle executing simple harmonic motion. Equation 1 can be rewritten as, here we have equation 1, and this equation 1 can be rewritten as d square y by dt square is equal to minus, and here we have A equals minus k by m into y. A is nothing but d square y by dt square, and k by m is nothing but omega square. D square y by dt square equals minus omega square into y, or A equals minus omega square into y, where omega equals k by m. A is maximum in this expression. A becomes maximum when A become equal to A, where capital A represents the amplitude, in the sense the maximum displacement. Maximum displacement of a particle from its main position is called amplitude, represented by capital A. If y become equal to capital A, then A will be maximum, acceleration is maximum. If and therefore A maximum is equal to omega square A, and the acceleration is 0 when y become equal to 0, in the sense when the particle is vibrating along a straight line about its main position. This is the main position. At the main position y equals 0. At the main position y is equal to 0 indicates that even acceleration is equal to 0. At the main position acceleration is equal to 0, since displacement is 0. And if this is the maximum displacement, in the sense y is equal to A, this is the maximum displacement of the particle, and here acceleration is also maximum. A max is equal to minus omega square into A. A max equals minus omega square into A. Now, multiplying by 2 dy by dt on both sides of the earlier equation. The earlier equation is this one. This equation. I am taking this equation and multiplying by 2 dy by dt on both sides. 2 dy by dt. ಎರಡು ಕಡೆನೂ ಕೂಡ multiply ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. Right? Now, we get this can be rewritten as d by dt of dy by dt whole square. LHS ಹೀಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. We have rewritten the LHS, and that is equal to minus omega square into d by dt of y square. RHS ಅನ್ನು rewrite ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, LHS ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ rewrite ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. After rewriting, we get this. Integrating with respect to t, we are now integrating this expression. Integrating, we get dy by dt whole square, that is equal to minus omega square y square plus a constant of integration c. And this is the expression for the velocity. V square equals minus omega square y square plus c ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. When the displacement is maximum, the velocity of the particle is 0. is the expression. ಮೇಲಿನ expression ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ, v square equals omega square y square plus c ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. v square equals minus omega square y square plus c ಬಿಡೋಣ, because it is constant. When the amplitude is maximum, when the displacement is maximum, when y become equal to a, dy by dt equals 0. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, this is the main position, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ at the main position, and at the extreme end the velocity become equal to 0, therefore it returns back. ಹೀಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಥ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಯಾಕೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, because at this extreme end its velocity becomes 0, right? Velocity is 0 at the maximum displacement. Therefore, when y is equal to a, v equals 0. Therefore, equation 2, the above equation becomes 0 equals minus omega square a square plus c. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು 0 ಹಾಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, 0. Or c equals omega square into a square. c equals, c ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ತು, c equals omega square into a square. Therefore, equation 2 becomes, rewriting equation, dy by dt whole square equals minus omega square y square plus omega square a square, or this is omega square into a square minus v square. Y square. This is the expression for v square. V square is equal to omega square into a square minus y square. a square minus y square, or v equals omega into square root of a square minus y square. A square minus y square. This is the expression for the velocity. And here we have written this. V is maximum when y is equal to 0. In the sense, at the mean position, the velocity of the vibrating particle is maximum. And 0 when y is equal to capital A. That is, at the maximum displacement, the velocity is 0. At the mean position, velocity is maximum. And this is equation 3. Therefore, equation 3 can be rewritten as dy divided by root of a square minus y square equals omega t. Integrating again, we get, integrating this with respect to t, we get sin inverse y by a equals omega t plus phi. Omega t plus phi. Where again phi is constant of integration, no. Right. Or y by a equals sin of omega t plus phi, or y equals a sin omega t plus phi. This equation gives the displacement of the particle at any instant of time t in terms of amplitude and in terms of total phase. And phase of the particle is omega t plus phi. When the particle is at its mean position, then phi will be equal to 0. Hence, y is equal to a sin omega t. Right? At the mean position, phi is 0. Therefore, y is equal to a sin omega t is the expression of displacement of the particle at its mean position. This is the expression. Equation 5 gives the displacement of the particle at mean position, and equation 4 gives displacement of the particle at any